Right, I'm just making a quick video, a benidorm update video. I'm supposed to be going to benidorm on the 18th of April, and I've just been having a look online at what you've got to do, these PCR tests, COVID tests you've got to do. And looking online, I would need to have a PCR COVID test 72 hours before I travel. And then once I'm in Benidorm, I need to have another PCR COVID test to get back to the UK. So I'd have to have another one in Benidorm up to 72 hours before I travel to get back to the UK. I've had a look. I'm in sort of near Peterborough, and there's like a private clinic in Peterborough, and they're doing a COVID test for £149. I think that would probably be a better idea than having a COVID test at the airport, because by that time you're packed, you're at the airport, you're ready to get on the plane. I see you can have a COVID test at the airport and you can get your results within 1 hour, but I reckon you're probably better off having it a couple of days before you fly, and that would save you travelling. Now, once you're in Benidorm, bearing in mind 72 hours before you travel back to the UK, you've got to go and have another COVID test. I may be wrong on this. I will leave the comments open, so if anybody is telling me that I'm wrong, please comment. But looking at that, the options in Benidorm, there's two hospitals. There's like medical Benidorm, and then there's Levante Medicala, which is a big private hospital. Probably many people have seen it when they've travelled in from the airport. It's like a big private hospital. It looks a bit like an hotel, and it's got Medical Levante on it, and I think it's got 4 stars on it. 4 stars on it. I think it just looks like an hotel. But I've had a look at that, and their COVID test, they do a rapid COVID test, which is €190, and they give you the results within 1 hour. So I think if I was going to Benidorm, that's what I would do, because again, you imagine like you have the cheaper test, which is €150, and then you don't get your results back for 24 hours, 48 hours. You might not even get your results back before you're at the airport. It might just be a complete not waste of time. So I think if you're at the hospital, and then you go, all right, I'll wait an hour, and you sort of hang around the hospital, go for a coffee or whatever, wait for your results. You get your results back, you're okay. What I was thinking as well, like with going to Benidorm, what if you got there and then your COVID test was positive? I think that bears a bit of thinking about. What I would try and do is, if you're booking a holiday to Benidorm, I would try and book a hotel that's got room service, because a lot of these cheap hotels, sort of crappy hotels, if there's no room service, then what are you going to do? You're going to be knackered, aren't you? You'd probably be able to buy a couple of bags of shopping, take them to your room, and then just sit in your room eating crisps and sandwiches. I suppose if you've got a fridge, you could put a few sandwiches in your fridge, but it wouldn't be very good, would it? So maybe looking forward, if you think to yourself, right, I'll book an hotel that's got a bit of room service, then if you had to go and pre-book book your hotel for another week or something like that, at least you could sit in your room, order room service. You might be okay. It's like money, isn't it? The same thing. I know, like when I was younger, when I was sort of 17, used to go abroad, and you'd go on holiday somewhere, and let's say you were going home on the Saturday, by the Thursday you'd have about €10 left, no credit card, and you'd be knackered. I never had a problem, but I think like now, if you're going to Benidorm, you've got to allow yourself some cash, so you think to yourself, well, I can afford to be in Benidorm for a month or something like that. You want a credit card. I mean, maybe it's like your test, isn't it? So you have a positive test, you go home, you go back to your hotel, you self-isolate for, I don't know, 10 days. You go and have another test, which costs you another £190, and then what if it's positive again? You could be there weeks and weeks and weeks, couldn't you? Not being able to get home. So I think all this is worth thinking about. As well as that, you know, like if people are going to Benidorm, check if your hotel is open. I know at the minute I'm booked into the Port Benidorm hotel and it's closed. My mates would probably stay at the Sol Pelicanos Sol Ocas hotel, and that's also closed. So a good way of checking is if you have a look on YouTube, there's a couple of loons. One of them's called Mad Marcus, and no, Crazy Marcus, and the other one's called Mad Mike, and they go around Benidorm with a camera videoing the streets and the hotels. So I'm sure you could drop them a message and say, oh, I'm staying at such and such hotel, and they would go and film it and have a look for you. So that's it really, that's all I'm doing for now. But to be honest, I'm supposed to be going April the 18th, and you know, at the minute I don't think I'll be going. You know, if it's going to cost another, it's going to cost £340 in COVID tests, and the uncertainty, you know, if you were there and you had got COVID, you couldn't get home. I mean, really, it could cost you a fortune, couldn't it? So at the minute, unless the rules change, which they might do, I don't think I'll be going. I think I would probably try and rebook for September and hope that we'd all had a jab by then, and it would be a lot better. But that's all I'm doing for now. Cheers, thanks a lot, bye.